One of the icebreakers I like to use with my students when they first come back from summer break is to kind of just get an idea of where they've been. Or in a year like this with COVID restrictions, it might just be your favorite place, so you don't have to worry about that. Google My Maps is my go-to tool for this because you can share Google My Maps because it's saved in Drive, so it's like anything else. Now, those of you who are in the admin console, you're going to want to make sure this is turned on because it is an additional feature. And don't worry, the age restrictions will make sure that they can't do certain things. But under apps, additional resources, Google My Maps is here, and then you can turn it on by OU or turn it on for everyone. Just as a quick heads up, as of September 1st, 2021, one of the things will be for any of those users you defined or default are under 18, they won't be able to create public posts and participate in local guides and things like that in maps that would accidentally send student data privacy out toward the world. So don't worry about that. You can turn on My Maps and feel comfortable that that is going to stay in-house. So My Maps, let's take a look at it real quick. My Maps is just like you've seen before with Google Maps, except that it visually represents things. So I like the idea of taking a spreadsheet of different things and then mapping it onto a map just like this, visual. So pro tip, you can create a form, a Google form, something like My Summer Vacation, for an example, where they basically just put their name and some information and a landmark or destination address as close as they possibly can get. Now, those of you who've used Google Forms before know that you can then link that to a spreadsheet. Here's an example. So perfect. I have a spreadsheet of all this stuff. Now what can I do? Well, if I go to Summer Break My Maps, which is a brand new map, and I can get there by going mymaps.google.com or going to Google Drive and adding one, I can import a layer, which could be a CSV file, a spreadsheet, or a KML. So if I go to import, and I'm just going to look for My Summer Vacation Responses, and there it is. I'll just hide this and select. Basically, it's going to go through and fetch a whole bunch of things and say, what do you want? Well, I want the name of the person, and I want where they went. And in a second or so, Google's going to go through that spreadsheet and layer that on top of my map. So now I have points of interest all over where I can see where certain people went and what they did. Now, again, this is my map, so I could reshare this back out to the group and have them add, a couple sentences about why everybody should go there, or maybe a 2D picture of something they did. And it could be one they've taken, or it could be one they find on the internet. It's a great little way to visually represent where things are going. And it's a great way to bring your kids back and kind of see on a map how far people really did travel or how far their favorite places are. So I hope you check out My Maps and maybe you use this one as well as your icebreaker as we start the school year.